Hello and welcome to another episode of Dream Home Cooking. Today is another delicious menu. I am going to make chicken parmesan as well as a spinach and ravioli bake that is out of this world and this delicious triple chocolate cake. So I want to get started. I'm going to kind of go backwards today. So I want to make this cake first because it takes an hour to bake and then it's always better the next day, but I can't get my producer and Mike to wait for that. So I want to bake it as soon as I can so we can cut into it in a couple hours. But what you want to do is start with 1 box of chocolate cake mix. For as easy as this cake is, it is absolutely decadent. It's delicious. It always gets rave reviews when I bring it anywhere, but it by no means is on the low fat side. It's probably about 80 grams of fat per slice, and you're getting ready to see what, because of what goes in it. So that is the chocolate cake, just any brand. And then this is just a small box of instant chocolate pudding. Make sure you get the instant one and not the cook and serve. And then 2 sticks or a cup of butter. And I'm gonna go ahead and mix this a little bit before I add the rest of the ingredients. I just wanna mix it a little bit before I start adding the other things. Okay, so then I have 2 cups of sour cream, and I use the real thing. I don't think low fat. I've never tried it, but I don't know how it would work out in a cake. But this is what gives it that wonderful just moistness of this cake. I brought this cake back from, I don't know, probably, I think my 2nd season of Dream Home Cooking, which was about 11 years ago. I made this cake and it literally caught on fire on camera. We wish we still had the footage. Technology has changed so much, and we don't have it, but it was hysterical. It wasn't at the moment, but looking back, it was very funny. And there's I think because of all the sugar in the cake, you want to be careful and make sure when you put it in the oven that you don't have any racks that are real close on the top, because that's what happened to me, and it just caught fire. But we saved it. We pulled the top off, and it was fine. So that was 2 cups of sour cream I added to that. And don't be alarmed, because this is going to be a really thick batter, but that is okay. All right, and then I'm going to add my eggs a couple at a time. It's 5 eggs. Okay, so I gradually added 5 eggs. And then you want to make sure that you mix it for about 2 minutes. All right, and so the last 2 ingredients are a bag of semi-sweet chocolate chips. We're going to fold those in. Or I'll just pour them in, then I'll fold them in with a spatula. And then, to me, this is the secret ingredient. It's almond extract, and if you've never baked with it, it's delicious. It just gives it such a unique flavor instead of just using vanilla. So I'm gonna make sure I just do 1 teaspoon of that. It almost smells like amaretto to me. It just makes the cake smell and taste wonderful. All right, so now I'm just gonna have to use a little elbow grease because this is thick, like I said, and we're just gonna fold in that almond extract and the chocolate chips. This is so good with a little dollop of whipped cream on top or a little vanilla ice cream. It's very rich, but it's very, very good, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised how simple it is to make. Okay, it smells wonderful. Now I'm gonna take my little flour, my baking spray that has flour in it, and I'm gonna generously spray this bundt pan, even though it's non-stick. This stuff is awesome. It's just extra insurance, because y'all know me and my baking skills, they aren't very good, so I need all the help I can get. All right, so now I'm just going to spoon it into this bundt pan, and then it bakes for about 55 minutes, but you want to watch it those last 10 minutes because everybody's oven is different, like I said before. All right, and it is absolutely delicious. Okay, so use your spatula to get all the goodness out of that bowl, and I've got something dripping down my hand. And then what I like to do is take it and just kind of evenly spread that batter because it is so thick. You definitely want to do that. All right, so then I just kind of jiggle it like that, tap it a couple times, and then it goes in the 350 oven for about 55 minutes. So we're gonna take a little break, and when we come back, I'm gonna show y'all how I make this spinach ravioli bake.
When you select Wolde Flooring's hardwood, you don't just enhance your home, you transform it. With hundreds of beautiful, durable, hand-selected varieties that come with up to a 50-year warranty, you can count on unsurpassed beauty and proven durability that's guaranteed to stand the test of time. When you want the best flooring for your home, come to Wolde Flooring in Madison. WoldeFlooring.com, 256-325-8453.
Choosing an appliance can be complicated these days. That's why at Bob Wallace Appliance, we start by asking questions like an occasional cook or a serious chef, something just for you or an army, once a week or once a day. You see, it's not just what we know about appliances, it's what we know about you. Bob Wallace Appliance, locally owned and operated for more than 35 years. Online at bobwallaceappliance.com.
Hey guys, come on in.
Hey, Troy.
Yeah, let me show you around.
Wow.
You know, as the Acme Brick spokesperson, I get paid in brick. All the brick I want. Solid. What? Too much? To get Acme Brick quality, look for the Acme name. And here's the guest room. Hope you like a firm mattress.
My father started this business in 1977. The people that work for us is part of what sets us apart. All of our employees have experience. All of our plumbers have been with us for 10 years or greater. Our motto at Dean & Son is quality and service. We're going to do quality work. We don't leave people hanging. We're there when we're supposed to be. We're done when we're supposed to be. Living up to what you sell and service them after they pay you, that's where your integrity in the plumbing business comes.
Dean & Son Plumbing Company. Call today at 518-9780.
Okay, we're back and I've got everything out for this delicious ravioli bake. And I tell y'all, this is gonna blow your mind how easy it is. And it is so delicious and it goes so well with the chicken parm that I'm gonna make. So what you wanna do is take a 6-ounce bag of fresh spinach, the one that's triple washed and all that, so you don't have to do that. I like to pull the stems off of it and then just give it a rough chop. So even 6 ounces condenses small down to that. And then when it cooks down, it really condenses. So to that spinach, I'm going to add a 1/3 cup of pesto, and this is just refrigerated pesto that you can find by the on the aisle, refrigerated aisle with the pastas and cheeses and all that good stuff. And I think, you know, for the way it tastes, I'm good with it. I don't have to home make it. All right, so you just want to gently mix that pesto into the spinach. I made this exact meal, except for the cake, for a family birthday dinner a couple weeks ago, and everybody in the family just really, really loved everything. And my sweet niece Morgan texted me a couple days later, and she said, "Aunt Mimi, will you give me that recipe for the baked ravioli?" So I said, "Of course." So I sent it to her, and she's not even a fan of spinach, but she loved it. So I think this will please just about anybody in your family. All right, so you want to make sure that all that pesto is mixed well around the spinach leaves, and then I'm just going to put it to the side for just a second. Then over here, I've got a store-bought jar of Alfredo sauce. This is another thing. I love to home make it, but this is good enough for me sometimes in a hurry, just for a quick dish like this. So you just want a jar of the Alfredo. Make sure you get all that out of there. And then I have a 1/4 cup of chicken broth or vegetable broth. Either one works. And then I'm going to mix these two ingredients together. It just thins it out just a little bit. Okay, sorry for that scraping on there. All right, so now I've got my little dish. This usually feeds about 6 people, so when I have a big crowd, I'll double the recipe. And I don't even know what size pan this is. It's not a 13 by 9, maybe an 11 by 7, but you don't want to do as big as a 13 by 9. All right, so what you want to do is take a little spoonful of, kind of like when you make lasagna, we always put the sauce on the bottom. I don't really know why. It's probably because all of our mamas and grandmamas did it, but I'm just going to put a little bit of that on the bottom and then just give it a little shake. Okay, so now I'm going to put a little layer of the pesto and spinach, and my hands are clean, so I'm gonna have to use them, and you will too, to get that spinach off, or you could use tongs. Okay, so we got that first little layer. Now you just take the little ravioli straight from the bag, and you need a total of 25 ounces of ravioli. I could only find an 18 or 19 ounce bag, so I had a little left over, so it's about a bag and a quarter of another bag. All right, and then you just wanna start layering the ravioli. You just do one single layer, and it doesn't have to be perfect. If they overlap a little bit, that is okay. It is truly amazing how this just bakes up, so cheesy and bubbly and just lots of goodness. All right, so now I'm gonna do a repeat layer of the Alfredo and chicken broth, and then the spinach mixture. So then we repeat again, and you're gonna do a total of 2 layers of ravioli. And then it bakes, and then the last 5 minutes we're gonna put some delicious Italian cheese blend on top. And actually, I was a little sparse. I'm always a little sparse on that first layer because I'm afraid I'm gonna overdo it. So this will end up with more spinach, but that's okay because it's in the middle. It'll be perfect. Let's just make this go a little faster. All right, that's why I get questions all the time about why do you use a fork so much? And I don't know, my mom did it, I guess, and it just mixes everything really, really simple. All right, so now I am going to add the second layer of ravioli, and then I'll top it with the leftover sauce. All right, last little ravioli in the second layer. And you just kind of push it down. Then I am going to put the rest of this Alfredo sauce on the top. And then you bake it in a 375 oven for about 30 minutes. And then you take it out the last 5 minutes or so and put more cheese on it. It is absolutely delicious, and it will make your house smell wonderful. Okay, so I'm gonna finish up this Alfredo on the top, clean this up, and get ready to show y'all how I make my chicken Parmesan.
Carrier asks, what does comfort mean to you? Is it a cool breeze on a scorching day? Or a cozy corner on a cold night? That every room of the house is as inviting as the next. And the air is fresh and clean for everyone. That humidity is where it belongs. At Carrier, comfort means more than just the temperature.
Hello, I'm Annette Hale of Annette Hale's Indoor Comfort Systems, the lady with a team you can trust. Visit us online at indoorcomforthsv.com.
You know, years ago, we researched different cabinet companies. Wellborn was the cabinet company that we decided to go with. Wellborn has a lot of your custom style building like we did in the local cabinet shops years ago. You just can't go wrong with a product like that with Wellborn. On top of that, Wellborn has researchers that are out in the market every day. Their job is to see what's current in the market, what's selling, and what their dealers need to be showing in their showroom. So come out, let me help you design your kitchen with Wellborn products.
Since 1983, individuals and businesses in Alabama have relied on Wolf, Jones, Wolf, Hancock, Daniel, & South for their legal representation. Our experienced attorneys offer high-quality legal counsel in commercial law, real estate, and personal injury litigation. So if you need an attorney, hire the best attorney you can. Call the experienced North Alabama attorneys at Wolf, Jones, Wolf, Hancock, Daniel, & South to arrange your initial consultation, because we're dedicated to setting the standard for legal services.
Hey guys, I wanted to let y'all know about a year ago, me and Bruce Stone started a new company called Stonewood Homes. And Stonewood is a little different business plan than Woodland Homes because Stonewood is a scattered lot home builder, which means if you have a lot and you're looking for a builder, Stonewood is the answer. So if you own a home site or you're looking at building a custom home, give us a call at 830-9000 and let's start building.
Okay, we're back, and now I've got everything laid out to make this chicken parm. And y'all, this is such a delicious recipe. It's so tender you can cut it with a fork. So I seasoned one side of the chicken breast. Now I'm going to show y'all what I used to season the other side. So this was 3 really thick chicken breasts. So what I did is just cut them in half, and then I pounded them out for the sake of saving y'all a headache. I did that off camera, but I did pound them out, not too much, but just enough to tenderize them and make them a little flat. So I'm gonna do, I already seasoned the other side, so I'm gonna do a round of salt, and then of course pepper. And when you're making something like this that you're frying in a skillet and you're dredging it in flour or whatever, breadcrumbs, it's always good to layer your everything, because that's how you get the most level of flavor out of it. And what I mean by that is I have seasoned the egg and wash mixture as well as breadcrumbs and Parmesan cheese. But I'll tell y'all about that in a second. Okay, so, and then that was garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper, and then this is just a little bit of Italian seasoning, which I love because it has a little bit of everything in it in one shot. Okay, so I'm putting this off to the side. So now I'm ready to batter them up. So I have 2 eggs and a cup or 3/4 cup of whole milk here, and then I've got a cup of Italian breadcrumbs and then a cup of fresh grated Parmesan cheese. All right, so I'm gonna use my hands. It's just easier that way. So you just wanna take it and give it a generous little bath in that egg wash. And try to use one hand dry hand, the other hand wet hand, so you don't get all clumpy with the breadcrumb mixture. And I've got the oil heating up here. I wanna make sure I don't overheat it. So then flip it, and then you wanna get a good generous amount of those breadcrumbs. So I kind of shake it around, push it down a little bit. Then I've just got a wax paper lined sheet pan, and I'm gonna put the breaded on here. I like to get it all breaded and then I put it in the skillet because I want to be able to be right on top of it and be able to watch the chicken cooking, because I don't want to burn it and I don't want to overcook it. So I'm going to get these breaded up and then I'll show y'all the next step. All right, so this is the last piece that I breaded. Now I'm ready to put it into the oil. I let the oil heat to about 350. I just kind of gauge it. But you can use a thermometer and make sure it's about 350. That actually could be a little bit hotter. But you want to watch it real close because you only want to cook these till the breadcrumbs are browned on the outside. And I don't want to overcrowd my pan. So I'm going to pick a smaller one, put it in here. So I'm going to fry these for 2 minutes on each side until they're golden brown, and then I'll show y'all the next step. Okay, so I rearranged a few things, cleaned up a little bit. I got all of these fried on each side, just a couple minutes. You can see they're nice and beautiful and brown, and they have drained very well. You just take a rack, an elevated rack, and put it on a cookie sheet. It just works so much better. Otherwise, if you take it straight from that to this, you're gonna have a soggy mess. So we kind of like that crunch that you get with this. So you just want to transfer all of the chicken breast to a large baking dish. Okay, so I've got the chicken breast in there. Now you just take your favorite marinara. You can home make it, but this is so good that, you know, I just feel like it's just easier to spoon it right out of the jar. So what we're gonna do is put some sauce over the top. All right, so you just want to spoon a generous amount onto each. And I tell you, leftovers make delicious chicken Parmesan sliders. Put some of these with some cheese on a little slider bun or a Hawaiian roll and bake them for a little bit. It's delicious. But I want to tell y'all, we've got 2 communities of the week this week. We've got Kindlewood and Monroe Manor, and they are right next to each other out in the New Market area. What a wonderful booming area that is. Very, very close to Huntsville. Great grocery stores, restaurants, schools, you name it. The lots are absolutely gorgeous. We have a decorated model home out there that my sweet mama did. She does such a wonderful job. And Mike will tell y'all a lot more details about those communities when he gets here. But I encourage y'all to go out. It's open 7 days a week and just take a look at what's going on out there. All right, so I am just sprinkling this cheese on there. And then the last step on this is popping this in an oven at 350 for just 8 minutes. That way you're gonna get your chicken fully cooked. It's gonna finish cooking because they are not completely cooked right now. Okay, so I'm gonna get this in the oven, and when we come back, Mike will be here to tell us about the communities and to taste all this delicious food.
Okay, today we're at Kindlewood, and you're going to see some really good stuff today. This is actually a revised floor plan that we've just redesigned. It's going to have a lot of openness. It's going to have a lot of really cool features to it. And not only that, you're going to see a brand new decorated model that we talked about during the show. So welcome to Kindlewood. Come on, let's go check it out. Okay, we are inside of the Brookshire, which is a revised floor plan that we've just updated, and so we couldn't wait to build it as a model home. Last week, our professional decorator, Kathy, was in here. This is my first time in here, and absolutely just looks gorgeous. The concept with your family room and your big island and your kitchen all together just makes this home great for entertaining. The color combinations, one thing about all of our homes that we build at Woodland, we spend a tremendous amount of resources exploring the most current and up-to-date products. White cabinets are still in. They're very, very hot. And then also different colored islands as well, just bringing some different accent in. Right off of the kitchen and the family room, it'll feature a nice little smaller gathering area called a keeping room with high vaulted ceilings, and then also board and bat back up against the wall with a really, really nice fireplace. So this particular home has two fireplaces, one in the keeping room, one in the family room to keep you cozy and warm during these cold winter nights. So Kindlewood is located in Meridianville, just off of Monroe Road. Great selection of home sites available right now. We've got some that back up to Woodline back here. We've got cul-de-sac home sites, but just a great location, great school systems. And so the community next door to us is Monroe Manor. Like I said before, those start off a little bit larger homes. Those homes will start off in the 3,000 square foot range and go up. But just to the north of Monroe Manor is a nice golf course. So it's convenient to activities with the golf course, convenient to shopping, and just centrally located to Research Park Boulevard and the Arsenal as well. So for more information, you can shop online at woodlandhomes.com. But the best thing to do is we just invite you to come out, look at Kindlewood, look at our beautiful fully furnished model, and also check out Monroe Manor, which is right next door while you're out here. So y'all have a great day, and y'all come out and see us.
If you're looking to remodel or build your dream home, it all starts at the Dream Studio by Woodland Homes. At Woodland Homes Dream Studio, you'll work with seasoned professionals dedicated to providing you with the very best, whether you're starting from scratch or remodeling. And with thousands of selections to choose from, the Dream Studio offers everything you need at the absolute highest quality, all under one roof. The Dream Studio by Woodland Homes. Live your dream. Call 830-9000 today.
Okay, we're back, and I've got my taster back in the kitchen with me. I missed you last week.
Hungry taster.
You had a last-minute meeting, so I had to close it out by myself.
Yeah.
It's just not the same. So I made some chicken parmesan,
awesome.
One of your favorites.
Yep, absolutely.
And then this delicious spinach ravioli bake that is so, so good. And then my triple chocolate cake, the one that caught on fire years ago, Dream Home Cooking. I don't know if you remember that. We were at the lake. But anyway.
Maybe Saller can pull up the
I know
the bloopers on that.
It's been so long, he doesn't have the footage anymore, but it would be priceless today. But this, I always hold my breath when I turn it out, but it
looks great.
It did okay. So,
yeah.
But anyway, so what's happening?
Just crazy busy. Yeah. So
I know.
So we just we're getting close to finishing up the phase 2 of Kindlewood. And the engineering is done for phase 3.
Oh, nice.
And we are in the bid process. So, we've just got 2 great communities. I'd say out of all of our communities, we probably have more activity in Monroe Manor and Kindlewood than we do anywhere else. And this is the first time that we built in the Meridianville market. But it is just it's a great location, and your mother has done most all of our decorating. And if you want to see the absolute latest trends, okay, we've got a beautiful fully furnished model out at Kindlewood. That's where our information center is, and it's beautiful. You walk in there, and it has the wow factor that everybody's looking for today. I guess that's one reason why we got 30 homes under construction out there. I mean, it's crazy.
Well, she does such a great job, and people love that they can go in a home and see it fully furnished, because a lot of people like me don't have that vision, and if they can see how you set your furniture up and all that, I think it makes a world of difference.
Yeah, and I just want to encourage our customers out there that the source of information is going to be our website. We do have probably 10 to 12 different inventory homes that we have under construction. They're going to be coming available, a couple of next month, a couple of the month after that. So if you are currently interested in a new home in the Huntsville market, go to our website, woodlandhomes.com. Hit the available homes button. You'll be able to see a list of all of the homes that we have under construction that are available. We've got virtual walkthrough tours that you can do, and it's just a great source for information on Kindlewood and Monroe Manor. In Kindlewood, those particular homes are going to run anywhere between 2,700 square feet all the way up to 3,800 square feet. They're going to be on about a half-acre home site. Monroe Manor is much larger homes. Those homes are going to probably start 3,500 square feet, go all the way up to 5,000, even bigger homes. And so you've got private backyards, and both communities are just awesome communities. It really just kind of depends upon what you're looking for. You got great school systems out there, and it's close to Huntsville.
Everything
it's close to North Research Park out there, where Facebook is going on, and
so many things happening.
But once again, if you're interested, in a new home, the best place to start shopping is woodlandhomes.com, and for
my recipes,
amazing recipes.
Thank you. You can find that on woodlandhomes.com, as well as Dream Home Cooking Facebook page. And a big shout out, as always, to our sponsors.
Yeah, give us a call, 830-9000. Let's see.
Yoo-hoo.